First off, guys, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin closed extremely bullish. Yes, there's a little bit of a rejection, but that is fine because I don't expect us to have extremely 100% strong momentum each week, especially the more we continue to pump. Right now, where I would say we are in a cycle, if we're supposed to compare it to the previous cycle, is we are currently over here, right? We are pretty much, we expanded, right? We are going to be on the third week that's coming up. The fourth week was a strong pump. After that, it was consolidation for about a month before we got the second and final leg. And that is what I expect overall with Bitcoin. I overall expect Bitcoin to be respecting this relative range, continue going up, probably to 100, 120K, maybe 110K, slow down. Wouldn't be surprised if we sell off all the way back down to somewhere here before we get our second leg up. That is what I think is going to happen. Obviously, we're going to have to see in the future. But at this current moment, Bitcoin is looking overall fantastic. Little pullbacks are bound to happen, but we shouldn't get anything too massive like any big red candle. And we should not be going sideways for a couple months because we just had that. So it wouldn't make sense for the market to do it once again. Now, in terms of Bitcoin dominance, it is kind of dropping off slowly. But technically, it did create a higher high and, it broke market structure. But we are slowly going back down. It would not be surprised if it kind of goes off this area before we continue going up. Now, altcoin dominance, right? This is the most important thing. Right now, we are, at a pretty nice area. Dominance is not that high, but this is overall indication that, hey, you should start buying altcoins. This and something else I'll show you, right? We can see based off structure, based off everything, we are low. I gave two scenarios where I said, hey, we're probably going to bounce off this area, or we might sweep this low and then break back above and continue going up. What I would really like to see in terms of altcoin dominance is going above this area, having nice structure above this area, then having some kind of pullback and stability around this area before we continue going up. That's what I would like to see. That would be my higher bias time frame confirmation, because at this current moment we have not broken any big structure on the big time frames. So but once I see that is going to make me really happy, and that's going to indicate, hey, like that is actually going to be like the final time to buy. Because right now, you could risk it, you could try to pull a little bit lower, but once we break above this for altcoin dominance, and maybe close somewhere up here or up here and then start getting a pullback, that's when, you're going to have your final chances to be buying altcoins because they're going to be dropping once again. And at that point, I would be sticking out if it continues going up. Listen, right? Total market cap is pretty much at all-time highs. So what does that mean? The amount of money we have now is pretty much the amount of money we had at the previous cycle, at the peak of the previous cycle. Obviously, there's people talking about this, but I feel like at this point in the last cycle, the whole world was in on it. Now it's like we're at the same point, but everyone's still sleeping. All the retail still sleeping. Still lots of institutions. Yes, the countries are woken up now because of America, and yes, there have been other countries, smaller ones that have invested in Bitcoin because they saw the vision. But I mean, like, guys, it's crazy because we are pretty much the same amount of money as last cycle in terms of all time, and people are sleeping on it. So it just shows you the mentality of people. Now, the final thing I'm going to break down is the total market cap excluding the top 10 coins, which is relevant for many of us. So this won't include Cardano, XRP, or anything like that. So, right, we are here. I talked about many times, a few months ago, saying, hey, we were here, and like literally here, right? We were down here. You guys had great buying opportunities. I kept calling pretty much last chance, the market's going to recover. And that's exactly what happened, right? In general, obviously this doesn't apply for every coin, but in general, if we're supposed to take the average, everything's more expensive by 50% at this current moment. Now, that doesn't apply for every literal coin, right? It's not, the money doesn't spread equally. But if we're supposed to take an average, everything is up 50% compared to those bottoms. Now, it is still fantastic times, right? We still have a couple billion in terms of market cap to take out the March highs. And then we still have another 200 billion to take out these highs. Where we're at in the market in terms of altcoins is pretty much right here if we compare it to last cycle, right? So we had some type of high, right? Like we have some type of high, and now we're looking to be recovering. All right, we're looking to be recovering, getting to this point, and that would be like the same thing kind of here. And then we still have the all-time high, which is like the same thing here. And then we still have to break through, right? We still have to break through, which I believe will probably get 1 to 1.5 trillion in terms of market cap for coins outside the top 10. And that is why I'm so excited. That is your market review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll tell you guys next time.